Hello everyone, this is Martin. Welcome back to another weekly video. Welcome all new subscribers from around the world and right here in the Toronto area. That is Toronto, Canada. Okay, that's where I'm from. And I'm going to show you how to find winning trade setups for this coming week, July 16th to the 20th, 2018. And we're going to do that by analyzing each currency pair, and I'll show you what I'm looking for, what my thoughts are with regards to price momentum and direction, and I'm going to finally leave off with some trade levels. I'm going to show you some trade levels that you can consider after you do your own analysis. Now, if you're following my weekly videos, last week you could have made over 140 pips, and that included some losers. I actually had more losers last week than I normally do. Mostly the winning percentage is around 75 to 80%, but for last week I did have some more losers. But after all that's said and done, I still you still could have made over 140 pips. Okay, so if you want more information on what on this video or the courses I provide, you can always contact me. My name is Martin, right here, mskyj007@gmail.com. Okay, before we look at the charts, this is quickly, you can read the risk disclaimer. It's up to you if you want to read it. You can always pause the video for the information here. Mainly, I provide the videos on a weekly basis for educational purposes, and my major aim is to help you become a better trader. Always view the video at your own risk, especially if you're using real live money. And always remember, never trade with more than 1 to 2% of your account balance. Okay, I'm going to start analyzing the first chart here. We always start with the EURUSD. All the charts we're looking at are the daily charts. That means each candlestick that you see, each price bar, is 1 day's worth of price movement. And let me just explain a little bit about the chart before we get going. These are called the easy read charts. They're color coded to help make things a lot easier for you. And when you see the pink below blue, we're looking for sell trades. Even here, right here, this is called a pullback. So obviously we're looking for a sell trade. A break here would have given you a nice trade setup. Now you can see this whole area. We're in a pullback again. Price is starting to go higher. Okay. And again, take a look at last week. You can see the price bars for last week. Price went up a bit, came back down on Wednesday. This is Wednesday's candle. Thursday was a doji. Friday we had a bit of a bullish pin bar. So this is what happened last week. You can see the red arrow last week. Everything to the right side of the red dash line, and every chart will have this setup. Okay, so to make things really easy to help you understand even how to read the charts, and that's one thing if you want to become a trader. Okay, and of course I've got my price levels here. So if you think price is going to go up, we're looking for buys above 117.23. If we think price is going to go down or lower, we're looking at sells below 116.46. Okay, now right here you can see the colors come together, pink and blue. This is called we're getting close to what is called a momentum squeeze. However, we're still officially in a downtrend. Okay, and for us to actually for price to reverse and start an uptrend, price would have to go above this area. See this previous swing high? So price would have to go from here higher before we could say that price is definitely going higher and starting an uptrend. So right now we're in a sideways market. So when you see the colors come close together, price is kind of sideways. We're looking either for a breakout to the upside or to the downside, and there are my levels. Okay, now we move to the next chart, and that is the British Pound USD. Same setup pretty well as the EURUSD, except this time you see this there's a blue dot and a blue arrow, large blue arrow. This indicates a special signal that I teach in the course. By the way, the course is called Forex success in 5 weeks. So this signal here is it's called a momentum boost reversal signal. So I'm looking for price actually to go higher, in this case above 132.43. And if you think price is going to go lower, you're going to have to have a little bit of patience and wait for price to go below 130.86. Okay, but again, you can see the blue and the pink arrows are coming closely together. So this, so we have a momentum here is just going sideways, and we basically have to have some patience and wait to see if price goes higher or lower. But right now, I've got my levels in there to help you find winning trade setups. Okay, next one, Australian USD. Take a look here. Almost similar to the first two currency pairs I talked about. All the currency pairs so far, we had a bottoming effect. Okay, you can see here price reversed off the bottom. Okay, and price seems to, and right here is even made a higher high over the previous high. So here we are in the start of an possible uptrend, not 100% because we still see pink below blue, which means that if we are a smart trader and if we are a conservative trader, sometimes we can equate the words smart with conservative trading, okay, trading style, then we would look for sells, okay, and for sells, we'd be looking for sells below 0.7346. However, aggressive traders always look to make what's called counter trend moves. In this case, counter trend is going up. The predominant or prevalent trend is down. Okay, so this is the downtrend, but this is a counter trend move higher. And if you think price is going to go higher, look for buys above 0.7426. Again, look at the last Friday's candle. Has a big it's a bullish pin bar. Okay, bullish pin bar, and that's indicative of generally price going higher. Now we move to gold. We always talk about gold after we discuss the Australian USD pair, because gold is tied into the Australian economy. And again, here we have kind of a double bottom, you can see. Okay, so price is stuck here. And price, with this one here, it's patience. Price is just sideways. You will have to wait to see if price goes lower, okay, below this rectangle, which is support, or if price goes higher. Right now, it's just wait and see. I wouldn't do anything just yet. Okay, so let's take that off, and let's go to the New Zealand USD. Okay, same thing, bottoming effect. The previous week, you can see right here, price went higher. Okay, a bit of a pullback. Price could go higher again. Okay, and if you think higher, then look for buys above 0.6789 or to the downside below 0.6712. Those are my levels, but again, look at Friday's pin bar. Okay, so price from here, it looks like it could kind of go sideways or lower. Okay, but again, I've got the levels in there for you. You have to do your own analysis. Don't just take my word for it. I've got my reasons for my analysis, but I'm here to educate you. And right now, you can see we're still in a predominant downtrend. We're in a downtrend. Okay, so here's the pullback, and then we had a breakout from the color zones here, and certainly price could go a bit lower. Okay. Now next we've got the US CAD. Let's take a look. Okay, here price did go up pretty good over the last few weeks. Then it came back hard in a pullback. This is called a pullback. We know it's a pullback because we have green above blue. So we should be looking for a move higher. And so a conservative trader would look for a breakout higher to the upside. Okay. But this is basically, we have had a deep pullback, and price now is going sideways. And take a look at the filter here. The blue line is right at the 0 level, okay? This is the short-term momentum filter. And take a look below. See how small the little momentum bars are compared to here? Okay, here you can see definite trending movement, momentum up, momentum down. Here momentum is just sideways, and here there's no trend at all. So it's a wait and see situation. If you think price is going to go higher, look for buys above 132.24 or to the downside below 130.47. So let's clean up that chart and let's move right along to oil. Talk about oil because oil, the Canadian dollar is tied into oil, and you can see here, and that's what I love about these candlesticks. These candlesticks are very visual. You see this large black bearish candle? That was a huge drop on Wednesday, right? Look previously to your left here, and we had another huge drop here, which forced oil to decline in price. Okay, decline in price, came down to here, went up. We're in a downtrend. It came down even further, and now we had a breakout to the upside. I teach this in the course as well, and this right here with this candle would be classified as a momentum squeeze breakout candle. I teach that in the course. Okay, you could have gotten in right here to open up the next, and you would have made all these pips up to here. Okay, so oil right now, it's down. It's just kind of crawling sideways. Big huge doji on Thursday and on Friday. So there's it's a wait and see situation. If you think oil is going to go lower, you would look at sells below here. Higher, I would certainly look at buys above this area right here to at least back to retest the previous high over here. Okay, so that is oil. Let's clean up that chart. Let's go to the US Swiss franc, and here we have a breakout. Okay, when I talk about a breakout, take a look here. Okay, do you see that? Okay, so this candle broke out, made a new higher high. Okay, and here's a low, here's a higher low, here's a high, and then here's a higher high. So it looks like price is going to go higher. We have green here at these filters. I teach that in the course. This is my short-term momentum filter. When you see green, short-term momentum is increasing to the upside. Here we have some green bars. This is a longer-term trending indicator. So certainly it seems that this currency pair, USD Swiss franc, seems to be going higher, and I'd look at buys above 100.74. Okay, and if you think the price is going to fall out of the sky, you'd have to wait, really have some patience and wait to see if price comes below this level right here. But my bias is to the upside. Okay, so that is excuse me. Now we move to the US Japanese yen. Same thing. It looks like price is going to go higher. Okay, I've drawn in this next level, target level here, which is resistance. Okay, and if you think price is going to go higher, look for buys above 112.56 or sells below 110.88. Notice here the green above blue is getting wider. That means momentum is increasing. Notice the stair effect in the green. You see the stairs? Okay, momentum is increasing. These are all clues I teach you in the course. Forex success in 5 weeks. Okay, and again here, green bars with the blue line well above 0, and here you can see the green bars rising as well. So the longer-term trending indicator seems to be going higher. Short-term momentum is increasing to the upside, and this is the U.S. Japanese daily. Okay, so we're going to take that all off the charts, and now we're going to move to some cross pairs. The first 7 pairs I taught were the major currency pairs that most traders are happily trading and are concerned about to get more volume. But then there's a lot of other traders around the world who are trading the cross pairs, and this is one called the Euro British Pound. This is a mess, okay? And let me explain what I mean by that. Take a look at each candle here. Here, 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 here. Each candle, even on Friday, has a huge upper wick. Do you see that? It just means that buyers try to bring price up numerous times up to this resistance area. In other words, buyers tried to break out and above this area and failed every time. Sellers kept bringing it back down, or sellers kept rejecting it. So with this one, I'd stay away. Price is just going sideways. You'd have to look at buys above 0.8864 and sells below 0.8790. Okay, so now we get to the Euro Japanese yen, and look at this one. This one moved up really good the last couple of weeks, right? So we had a bottoming out effect right there. Okay, this I discussed in last week's video was a major clue right here, this candle. Okay, with the blue dot, blue arrow. This was a Mo boost reversal signal that I teach you in the course. Okay, and you could have gotten in there, stop loss below the signal candle, and you would have made all these pips. Okay, so last week, for instance, the Euro Japanese yen was actually good for just a one-day move, 59 pips, but then holding on to the trade, you could have made an extra 59 pips. So for a total of 118 pips, this was a good winner last week. So this week, what do I see? Well, I'm actually seeing perhaps a decline first, a bit of a pullback, and then for price to go higher. So in a pullback, look for price pullback first, then go higher above 130.63, and that's why I've got that arrow. So I'm waiting for price to come back down and then go higher. If you see price go higher, I'd buy. Okay, I would enter a buy trade. That's why I've got that arrow. For sell, price would have to come all the way below 129.93. Okay, and let's clean up that chart. Let's go on to the next one. EURAUD. This one sideways, so you can see that right away. Okay, guys. Why do I say sideways? Well, take a look. Up, down, up, down, up, down, right? There's no real trend or anything. Even though we have green above blue, we really are looking for a buy trade. But in this case, because of this sideways action, we have resistance here. Okay, now we have support here. We're looking for a breakout to the upside. Okay, so we're looking for buys above 158.87, or to the downside, if price is going to collapse and go all the way down, you'd have to look at sells below 156.60. Okay, so that's what I see happening with the EURAUD, and our final pair is the British pound, Japanese yen. Wow, look at this. Huge reversal last couple of weeks right here. Here's see this reversal here. That's a pattern I teach you in the course. This was a candle, significant candle. This was a see this candle right here. That's a reversal candle that I teach you in the course. Okay, it's a Mo pivot reversal. You could have gotten in, stop loss right there, 1-to-1. Okay, so if here's your entry, stop loss 1-to-1, you would have made your 1-to-1 about there. Okay, and more. So last week, this actually was one of the best. I think it was the biggest winner. Last week, you could have made 96 pips and an additional 73 pips by just holding on to the trade. Let me just clean that up, and I'll show you what I mean. The entry, and I mentioned last week, the buy was above 146.87. So last week the buy was just, well, let me draw in the horizontal line. Let's be exact, okay? Let me clean that up. Let me get my horizontal line, okay? 146. I mentioned in my last week's video, buy above 146.87. Okay, take a look on the right side, the price scale. Okay, 146, that's close enough. 146.85. So just above here, see, last week, this is what happened. These are the candles to the right side of this red vertical line, okay? See, I'm making this easy for you so you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not being ambiguous, and I'm trying to explain this as easy as I can. So last week we had a huge up movement. Your entry could have been just above there, and you would have made to at least here or here. It went up first time about 96 pips, and then holding on to the trade from here to here, you would have made another 73 pips. And it all depends on your risk management and your personality. You know, are you a conservative or an aggressive trader? I'd be helping you and teaching you that in the course as well. Okay, so for this week, I see a continuation to the upside. Okay, I see continuation to at least this area right here. Look for buys above 148.76 and sells below 146.78 if you think price is going to come all the way down. But I don't think so. My bias is to the upside. I believe price is going to go higher. Take a look right here. The blue line is rising. It's above zero. We have green momentum bars. So this is short-term momentum to the upside is increasing. And the longer-term trending filter is also increasing. So I believe price eventually will come and meet with this red dash line, which is a huge, it's like a magnet. Price is always drawn towards the 200 simple moving average, 200 moving average. Okay, so let's take that all off. That's what I see for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed this week's video, and if you want any more further information on my new course, quite a number of people from around the world and lots of students right here in Toronto, Canada have taken the course. It's called Forex Success in 5 weeks, and if you want more information and for your free 33-page ebook, email me. My name is Martin at mskyj007@gmail.com. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button on YouTube. You can watch this on YouTube, and that way you won't miss any of my videos. Hopefully you like it, and click on the like button as well. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and we'll talk to you again next week. Take care.